Okay, hi traders and welcome to our free weekly market outlook. Today we will watch for potential upcoming setups for upcoming week. So let's start. I will go through all those posted setups on TradingView so that you can understand. I posted Euro USD, and as you can see, what I do expect, I expect that the price will go make at least new higher high and then it will start dropping. Okay, so I will go into details later on when I will go through all those setups. I will just go here and show you. New Zealand USD, we were expecting that wave and it already has started, so we do anticipate that wave. Okay, so how we will trade it, I will explain later. Euro USD, that one is also on our watch list. We were watching that pair into details. Okay, and there is also one more. There is pound yen. Where is it here? That one we were watching for that move, and we were anticipating that move on all pound pairs. Okay, so let's start. I will go and start with DXY index so that we will understand the market movements in the upcoming week. Okay, so here's the dollar movement, dollar index, and what we did, I was anticipating from here that the price will go make new high and then it will fall, but it didn't. There is a price action which has shown us that this is just the continuation which will continue to the downside. Okay, and what we will do now, we'll watch lower time frame. If we will have that kind of correction, we will be as sellers on dollar. Okay, so if you will take a look on lower time frame, what do we have here? Okay, there is a nice correction in the making. Okay, if the price will make just deeper correction, we can just start watching for sell. Okay, and what means if we will see a DXY it's falling, then we can anticipate that the Euro USD will go up, Aussie USD will also go up. Okay, New Zealand USD also go up. Okay, and USD CHF will, Swiss franc will drop, USD CAD will drop, and pound USD will be also rising. Okay, GU will be rising. Okay, so if we will have that kind of move and we will see a drop here, the pairs will react like I show you. Okay, so let's go step by step to explain you those movements. Okay, here's the Euro USD. Okay, as I show you, we were buyers from here and buyers from here. Okay, and what I see there that the price is not behaving how it needs to behave for the continuation to the upside. So what I do expect, I expect or I see that the price will go make new lower low, and then it will continue to the upside. Okay, that will show us on lower time frame exactly in the upcoming week. If we will have a correction which will appear like that, it means that the price will continue to the upside. Okay, otherwise we will see a just strong drop to the downside correction, and then we will see a retest of previous bottom, or it will make exactly new lower low. Okay, we'll go tag that trend line and then it will reverse to the upside. So you have to be careful in a upcoming week. Okay, so just watch it. If you get correction like that, just start watching for your buy setups. Okay, Aussie USD, there was a nice correction which has shown us that the price will continue to the upside, but now I do not watching for buy setups because the price is a bit higher. Okay, and we need a correction before the price will continue to the downside. So if you will enter any buy setups, it will be really risky, or if you want to enter the market on that price, the trade will not be a long-term trade. Okay, you can just trade to make new higher high, take off your profit and watch. Okay, again, if you get a correction, take the trade and take off your profit every time when the price will make new higher high. Take off your profit, because in the one time price needs a bigger correction before it will continue to the downside. Otherwise, I do expect a reversal. Okay, and on all USD pairs, I'm seeing that price. Okay, so I mean that the on our USD pairs like Euro USD, Oz USD, New Zealand USD, USD CAD, USD, and no, sorry, Euro USD, Oz USD, and New Zealand will go and tag a previous low if we will get a good price action. Okay, otherwise we will just be focusing on buy setups. Okay, New Zealand USD, there was also a good buy setup, and for now, what can we watch in upcoming week? Be careful without any bigger correction. You should not jump into the trade. Okay, without that correction, you should not jump into the trade. Why? Because it can go retest previous bottom. Okay, it will just take you out on stop loss if you will be watching for buy. Okay, USD chief, that pair is the one which I am focusing the most on it. Why? Because I want it to make new higher high and then I will be a seller. Okay, that pair has a really nice potential to tag a daily bottom. Okay, so there is a really nice movement which will be there, and what you will have to do, just watch when the price will go and tag that highs. You will have to start watching for price action to catch the move all the way to the daily bottom. Okay, so this will be a really nice move. This is why I'm having so many alarms placed over there. Okay, so that I will not miss it. Okay, or we can see a just small high here and then it will start to reverse. Okay, but I would rather to see the price will go break those tops and then it will reverse. Okay, that will be a really nice trade then. Okay, so let's move ahead. Use the cat. That one was also a good trade, and as you can see, there is a my pending order. I have one pending on order here which I still didn't delete. Why? Because on Friday I was anticipating that kind of move and then it will drop to the downside. What price actually did? It just dropped. Okay, what that means now? If you will have any price action or continuation, sorry, if you get a continuation pattern, then you can be trading all the way to that bottom, but be careful. First is this bottom where you have to be careful, and second one is that one. So if you'll take any trade from here, be careful when the price will tag that bottom. You should immediately break on break even and then just watch. If the price will bounces off, it will make new higher high and take my pending order. Okay, this is my anticipating. Why? Because the pattern is completed like that, and then it will go take my pending order, and then we will see a really nice drop to the downside. Okay, so if we'll take a look on daily, okay, this is what I do anticipate. I'm watching that the price will go make something like that, tag my pending order, and then it will go and break daily bottom. Okay, and this is a really nice potential trade. If the trend will start falling, it can go break that bottom. So there is a nice wave which will be more than double your account. So you have to be watching it closely on lower time frame. Okay, so like I said, just be careful on that previous bottom. It can just reverse, make new higher high, and then it will drop aggressively to the downside. Okay, so be careful. USDN. I hope that you took some trades from our weekly market outlooks, because this is the setup which I'm all the time repeating on my weekly market outlooks. There is my trade which I took and I'm still holding it. Okay, and probably I will close it tomorrow morning. Okay, so I just want to see how the price will behave over there and then I will take off my profit. Okay, here was actually my entry. If you were following me on Instagram, you can see that sometimes I post trades with my entries, so you know exactly where my entry is. Okay, so in the upcoming week, just watch. If you will get that kind of scenario, you can take a buys. But from that current price, you should not take any buy setups. You rather stay away from it. Why? Because it can just reverse to the downside and we will see a move, something like that. Okay? It will just repeat over there. So be careful. It's a really tricky spot to sell or buy without any price action or any corrections. So stay away from it if you're not skilled enough to close or manage trade on break even. Okay, so pound USD. Those are our pounds which were the best in the previous week, and I was also telling you about those pound move which I was anticipating. There was more than 100 pip move. Okay, so your accounts should more than double in those moves. If you didn't, there is your fault actually, because if you were watching our free weekly market outlook, you should catch that move. I personally didn't took that pound USD, and I will show you which one I took. But there was also my setup, but I was anticipating a break of that bottom and then a reverse to the upside, which didn't happen actually. Okay, so in that week, watch it. Okay, watch that kind of scenario and just join the trade to the upside. Okay, so we will be trading to the upside. Okay, just keep your eyes on. Don't jump in any buy now, right now. Without any correction, you should not be a buyer or a seller over there. It's quite risky. Okay, so you should wait until Wednesday probably to see what the pair will do. Okay, EU GBP, and that one is also the trade which I took. From here I was anticipating, and I know that the price will make new higher high and then it will drop. Okay, some of my traders took that trade because we were been talking about that trade in a daily webinar, and they took it and made a nice profit over there. So for now, on all pound pairs we will stay away for at least till Wednesday, because they can all reverse. Okay, but if you will have a correction, then you can just simply join the trade to the downside. Okay, there is a nice wave coming to the downside, but without any correction, you should not be entering those trades. Okay, so stay away from all pound pairs for now. New Zealand CAD, that one is also a good trade. Okay, so you just have to watch it closely. Okay, why? Because pattern for me is completed and it can reverse to the upside. Okay, so that pair can just make this move in upcoming week. Okay, so just focus on your buy setup on your lower time frame. Okay, you can see, and price will just continue to the upside. Okay, depends. Just watch it closely. If you will have that kind of correction, the price will continue to the downside. Otherwise, we will just see our price, which will aggressively reverse to the upside. Okay, at least that kind of move. Hey, pound yen. Okay, this is the really nice setup. This is also one which I took. There's more than 600 pip move. Okay, and if you will watch back our free weekly market outlook from our previous Sunday, you will see that I told you exactly price was somewhere here. If I do remember correctly, something like that was the price was here, and I told you that you have to be careful. Why? Because the price will go make new lower low and then it will reverse to the upside. Okay, if you don't believe, you can just go back and watch it and you will see what exactly I told you. Okay, and this is the trade. This is my entry point where I took my trade to the upside, and this is just the copy of my trade. Okay, this is my stop loss. I took 100 pip stop loss, and price is here. What it means that I make at least 6% on that trade if I am using only 1% risk per trade. Okay, so if you're using a little bit more, so it means that you make much better trades. Okay, so let's move forward. ASEAN, what do we have here? Let me see. Okay, price will go and tag that trend line. So for the upcoming week, watch for correction, join that wave, and take off your profit when the price will hit the trend line. Okay, and watch for price action. For now, for the upcoming week, this is the setup which you will be waiting before you will join any buy setup. Okay, so just patiently wait for that setup and take the trade to the upside. Okay, oops, sorry, there's a nice wave to the upside. Okay, so keep your eyes on lower time frame. But if you have any strong reactions, if you will see the candle something like that, you should not be watching anymore for buy setups. Okay, so keep your eyes on. So you can be also watching a 50-minute correction. That correction, it's not big enough to join it on that place. Okay, why? I cannot tell you why. This is only for my benefits from my traders, so just stay away from it. Okay, until you will have a bigger correction, then you will be able to join it. Okay, so pound cat, that one was also pound movement, really nice movement. Okay, was also 500 move, and that one was also missed my pending order. Why? As you can see there where my alarm is, there is my pending order, but the price actually didn't make that small move which I was anticipating to trigger my order, and then went. Okay, so it was really bad actually. But I took the others. I also took the pound Aussie. Okay, there is also my entry which I took, and this is 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. Okay, this is also 500 move. Pound did exactly what we were anticipating, and that was a really nice move. Okay, so what we will do now in the upcoming week, like I said, till Wednesday, you should stay away from it. Why? Because it can just slightly aggressively reverse to the downside. Okay, so be careful. It can just start to reverse, and then we will anticipate that kind of movement. Okay, so those pound pairs are not tradable at the moment. I will just stay away from it if you didn't took those trades already. Okay, pound New Zealand. That one was also good, but I was watching that one and wasn't did what I was anticipating. I was anticipating make new low and then bounces off. Okay, so there was two pound pairs which I was watching closely but didn't took because they didn't give me confirmations for my buy setups. Okay, so let's move ahead. Like I said, all pound pairs, stay away from them. Okay, you should not be that crazy to enter any buy in that aggressive movement, and you should not be also countering that move. Okay, why? Because if you will countering that move, what's your target or what's your profit? Your profit will be just something like that. Okay, and that's not what you have to. That you should not be focusing on that small movement. Okay, if you want to make money on forex market, you should be focusing on big movements. Okay, so like I said, stay away from pound pairs. Otherwise, if you will get a correction, something like that, till Wednesday, you can simply join a wave to the upside. Otherwise, stay away from it. Euro New Zealand, okay, there is a one example how I teach my traders and how I'm sending them setups. And when I send them those setups, they actually understand what I mean. But for you, what I can tell you is that you can just watch how the price will behave around that trend line. If you will get any price actions around that trend line, you can take sells. Okay. Otherwise, like you see, I have some alarms placed over there, and that means I'm watching to be a seller from every new high. Okay, and I will be watching for price action from those highs. Okay, so like I said, when the price will come here in potential week, it doesn't mean that you can immediately have to trade to take the trade to the downside. You just need to move on lower time frame, watch how it will behave around there, and then you can simply take the trade if you will see that there are some price actions. Okay, but if you will get any strong candle, some big candle, you should not be watching for sell. Okay, if you will get big candles, aggressive candles over here, you can anticipate the price will go tag that lows, and then it will reverse to the downside. So keep your eyes on Euro cat. That one was also the pair which I showed you in the previous weekly market outlook, and this is the trade which I closed it on break even. Why? Because I was showing you that kind of move, and I was showing you the price will go tag that bottom, and then it will reverse the downside. Okay, and that was my trade, and took me out on break even. And I will again watch for my buy setups, but I will be really careful over there. Okay, so I will watch a lower time frame like that. And if you will get a correction, something like that, I will be a seller. Okay, otherwise, if I will get any buy setups, I will take it. Okay, but without any correction, you should not be a buyer because that price seems much more for the downside. Okay, it can just continue to downside. Okay, but what it can did, it can just make a correction, make new lower low, and then it will continue to the upside. Why? Because I still see that the price will go at least make that kind of movement. Okay, but you are on the spot where you have to be really careful. Okay, so without any setups, good setup, confirmed setups, you should not be jumping into that trade. You are in the middle of nowhere actually, because price can go reverse to the upside and it can go tag new lower low. So you should not be jumping into the trade without any correction. Okay, what I will do, like I said, I will wait for a bit bigger correction, then I will be trading to the downside. Okay, that's what I will do. Okay, Canadian. Okay, that one was also good. There was one setup, a sell setup, which I was watching. And for the next week, I will recommend you to wait at least 1 hour correction. Okay, correction, something like that, and then the price to continue to the upside. Okay, but we can get a deep digger correction. Okay, this is the scenario which can happen. Okay, that or something like that. This is what it can happen before it will take off to the upside. Okay, but I am anticipating the wave, something like that. Okay, so without any correction, like I said many times today, you should not be take any trades. Okay, because that correction will confirm that we are continuing to the upside and we will go tag that high. Okay, so what will happen if you will go and jump into the trade and immediately buy? The price will just take you out on stop loss because price can still go and tag that bottom. Okay, so what we will do, if we will see any price actions over here, we will be sellers. Okay, we will be selling all the way to that bottom. So be careful, watch lower time frame and join on correction. Aussie cat daily, what do we have here? Okay, price and pattern is finished for me. Okay, those are my sell setups. There was my first sell setup and that was my second sell setup. Okay, so what I will do, I will just anticipate a continuation. Okay, we will go make something like that and then the price can reverse to the upside. Okay, because the pattern is completed for me. Okay, so there it can be just a bigger correction and then the price will continue to the upside. So I will watch that trade in the upcoming week, how it will behave, and will take off my profit. Okay, and from here, watch it. It can just start it to reverse aggressively. Okay, so watch those bottoms, how it will behave around there when they will broke it. Gold. Okay, that one was also on my radar, but I didn't take it. Was behaving really strange, so I stay away from gold and probably will stay away for long because the price can still go make new low and then it will make new higher high and then it will continue to the downside. Okay, so let's see. For our, the price will go at least tag that bottom there. You will have to keep your eyes on lower time frame what will happen because it can slightly or it can aggressively reverse to the upside, make new lower low and then it will fall. Okay, so watch. Okay, you can take a sell. This is the short-term sell to break that bottom, take off your profit and watch. If it will reverse, you can be a buyer over there. Okay, it's nice spot. Silver, what do you have on silver? Okay, I was also watching the trade. it can go just make new higher high, and then it will continue to the downside. Okay, so for the upcoming week, you can watch for buy setups. The pair will probably not go break that bottom. As you can see, there's nothing, no aggressive movement for the downside. So, but you have to be careful. If you will take your buy setups, you have to be careful when the price will go tag that high, because it can just go make new higher high, and then it will reverse to the downside, make new lower low, and then it will reverse to the upside. Okay, because the daily picture, it still can reverse to the upside. Okay, so be careful. If you're not skilled enough, I do advise you to stay away from that trade. It could be a really tricky. Okay, New Zealand yen. What do we have here? Let me take a look on daily. Okay, price is reversing to the upside. So if you'll get any correction like that, that will confirm your buy, and you can trade all the way to that trend line and keep your eyes on. Why? Because it can still go and tag that bottom. Okay, but it will reverse from that top. Okay, when it will break this high, it can reverse to the downside. So you just keep your eyes on corrections. Okay, you should not jump into the trade without any correction, but if you will have a correction, you can just jump into the trade. But be careful when the price will go and tag that bottom. You have to be careful because it can aggressively reverse to the downside. Okay, so be careful. Okay, and there's the question many traders will be asking me later on after the webinar, why you should not be a seller over there. Why you will be a seller if there are no signs of any reversal for yet. Okay, there are no signs of reversal. I will keep repeating that. Okay, there are no signs of reversal. So if you will get something like that and that, you can be a seller over there. Okay, but without price behavior like that, you should not be a seller. Cat chief. Okay, it was making exactly what we were anticipating. Okay, let me see just a hard time frame. Okay, it will go tag that trend line, make new higher high, and then we will start watching for sell. Okay, if we will take a look how it is behaving on lower time frame. Okay, I do not recommend you to take that trade. There is a small trade which can go and tag that trend line, then it will reverse. So this is a really tricky trade, and you should not be a focus on that small move, and you should be a focusing on that big move which will appear. But in the upcoming week, I do advise you to stay away from it. It's not tradable. Okay, you should not be that crazy to take that small move and risk that much money, because it can just go and reverse. Okay, as you can see, it goes and tag our highs, and for me the pattern is completed. It can reverse, or it can just make a small correction. It can go make new higher high, and then it will reverse to the downside aggressively. So if you will be focusing on buy, you will miss the sell. Okay, you will miss that move. Okay, but it's not yet ready. There are nothing. Stay away from it. Okay, New Zealand chief, it's still struggling to the upside. Just let me see. Come to see a hard time frame. Okay, I see a reversal over here. 4 hour, yes, but I do advise you, I recommend you to stay away. Okay, this is the also price which can go make new lower low from here, and then you will see a price which will continue to downside. Okay, so if you will get any sell setups to catch that small move to break that bottom, 4 hour bottom, you can take it, but take off your profit when it will break that bottom. Okay, I personally will not be focusing on that small move. Okay, I would rather watch for that move. Okay, and price will go tag that bottom. Okay, so just watch it. Euro. Okay, there was a nice setup. Okay, and you should stay away now from buy setups. You can just watch for sell setups when the price will tag that trend line, okay, as you can see. But keep your eyes on when the price will tag that trend line, and if you will catch a price, have seen any price action, you can take a sell. Okay, let me see a lower time frame. What's happening over there? Go a bit lower. Okay, that can appear a correction, which will take that trend line, and then it will reverse to the downside. Okay, maybe this is the, just a second. Okay, that could be a setup where I recommend you to take the buy. Why? Because if there will be a deep or bigger correction, you can take that buy. Why? Because it can just break through that trend line. Okay, it can just aggressively start to pushing higher, and you will have a really nice trade which you will be able to hold for at least a month. Okay, why? Because we will go tag that high. Okay, so watch it. If not, if there will be a correction and you will take a buy, when the price will tag that trend line, you will just have to decide if you will take off your profit or you will just move your stop loss on break even and see how the price will behave. Okay, for me personally, what I will do, I will take that buy and move on break even, and I will be just simply watching how the price will be behaving over there, because it can just simply take off to the upside. Okay, we are totally on the bottom on all those pictures. Euro Aussie. Okay, think that I posted that one. Yes. Okay, so upcoming quick watch. This is the buy setup, which can go at least that high, and then we will start watching for a sell setup. So watch for your buy setup. Okay, I will just move my arrows like that. So in the upcoming quick, you will be just, so we don't need any more data online. You will be watching for that move, and when the price will break those tops, you will just keep your eyes on. Okay, just in case if the price will start reversing, but that should not take you out on loss. You have to be already into the trade and just be watching. Okay, so if I move on lower time frame, what it can happen, the price can go make new higher high here, make new lower low, and then it will start to push higher. Okay, so this is the move which you can anticipate in the next week. So probably you will see that move if you will watch closely. Okay, it can make something like that. It will make new lower low, then make new higher high, and then it will completely make new lower low, and then you will be a buyer from that spot. Okay, and if you know how the price behaves, you can also take all those trades. Okay, you can be a seller from here, take off your profit, and be a buyer over here. Okay, so be careful. I would rather just simply focusing on buy setups. Okay, because there is a nice wave to the upside. Okay, Chief Yen was there. Okay, we were anticipating a wave to the upside. You can see from here, and one of my traders been a buyer from here, and I think that he also take one buy on that correction, if I'm not wrong. Okay, but I'm sure that he's still holding that trade, and he will be holding that trade for a while. Why? Because the price will go at least tag that high. Okay, so you can take that small trade if you get a confirmation, take the trade, and soon when it will break that top, take off your profit or move on break even. So it's your own decision, but without any correction, this is a really tricky spot. Why? It can just make a deep pullback and it will take you out on stop loss, and then it will go and tag that high. So do not jump into that trade without any correction. Okay, so we have Bitcoin. Oh, don't need that one. Aussie New Zealand. Let me take a look. Okay, stay away from that trade. I can see that the price will go make new higher high, but it's not yet confirmed, and without any good buy setup, you should not be a buyer over there. Why? Because we are on that place where the price can just start to push lower. Okay, but what I want to see, I want to get a new higher high. Okay, price will make new higher high. I will be watching for price action, and then I will be a seller all the way to that bottom. Okay, if you look on weekly, this is a really nice move till that to take those bottoms. So yeah, okay, you can start selling, but I do not recommend you if you don't know how. You should not be a seller. Okay, I do recommend you rather to be a focusing on sales from those highs. Okay, so I think that's all. Aussie Chief. Okay, there's also one more trade. What do we have here? Okay, price is pushing higher and it will keep pushing higher at least to tag that high. Okay, let me tag it. Okay, so price can go just tag that high and then we will start selling. Okay, so let's see. Yes, this is what we can get there, a deep correction. Okay, and then the price will go tag that high and then we will see at least that kind of movement. Okay, so keep your eyes on for that. Okay, I do recommend you to not take that buy. Okay, and I would rather focus on sell setups. The price will stay for a sideways until the December probably, as you can see how it behave over there. So just keep your eyes on. Okay, DXY. Okay, I told you already about it. Okay, so I think that's all for now. So thank you for coming, and this weekly market outlook will be also uploaded on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you are subscribing us, and if you are interested to join our trading room and to be with us every day, because we are running a daily webinars where I show to traders how to trade for the day. There you have two actual membership which you can choose, and yeah, you are more than welcome. You will learn a lot of new things with us. So keep your eyes on the market and make the profit be with you in the upcoming week. Okay, see you in the next Sunday. Take care. Bye bye.